Hey Josh, it's Tuesday, and first off, to answer your question from last week, I have not asked any of my friends about it. I actually kind of sort of forgot that that was gonna be a thing. But I don't think any of Tori's family is gonna be there because they do their own Memorial Day cookout their with Tori's mom's side of the family. And so I highly doubt any of them are gonna be there, and so I doubt that Tori will be there either. I already told them that I wouldn't be at theirs though, so. But yeah, so I'll keep you updated. So now on to the topic of this video. It's officially been more than 5 weeks now, so I don't have to feel afraid about talking about video games, which is good, because I'm gonna nerd out about Persona for a little bit, but in a way that's not talking specifically about the game, per se, I suppose, but more so the psychology behind it, because that's what I've been obsessing over for the past couple of days, because I watched a video on the psychology of it, and it's actually very interesting. It's very interesting. Hold up, let me get a bit more light on me. There we go, now you can see me a bit better, and half my face is covered in shadow. But yeah, so I've been obsessing over Persona. Not sure if that's been obvious or not, but in fact, if you see right there, that is a cosplay for the protagonist. Joker is his code name. Because I'm going to be dressing up as him for Colossal Con, because I'm actually finally going to Colossal Con this year. After, like 3 years of saying I need to go to this, I'm actually going. But yeah, so, so anyway, on to the topic of the video. I'm kind of scatterbrained at the moment, in case I wasn't obvious. Like I was saying, there's a very interesting psychology in the Persona series that's actually based off of a actual psychology practice, I suppose, known as Jungian psychology, I believe is what it's called. Which is the first kind of psychology to really branch off from the Sigmund Freud, every guy wants to marry their mother, whatever. But it was the first psychology to really take some of the ideas of Freud, but branch off from it. So one of the big things with Jung's psychology, I think his name was Charles Jung. I'm pretty sure it was his full name. One of the things that he talked about with his idea or theory on psychology was that every person basically puts on a mask to try and fit into a certain demographic of society, which honestly I feel very much because I do that sometimes myself. But you almost never know, nobody knows your true self except for yourself. You're the only one that knows how you truly are, sort of thing. And the cool thing with specifically Persona 5 is that the way that you summon your persona, which is the basis of your true self, which is also one of Charles Jung's terminologies, the way that you do it is that you tear off a mask. I actually have Joker's mask right here because, like I said, cosplaying. So what they do in the game is that when they finally are able to connect with their rebellious spirit, a mask forms on their face, and they tear it off, very painfully looking as well. And that summons their persona, which is their true... It's like the embodiment of their true self. For example, Joker's base persona is Arsene, which you've seen him in Smash Bros. Because that's all that I seem to play is Joker. But but then each of the personas in the game are all named after either historical figures or literary figures. So like one of the other main characters' persona is Captain Kidd. Another one's is Zorro. So on and so forth. And like I was saying, it's kind of the embodiment of your true self, if that makes sense. And then there's a secondary part of Jung psychology where it's the shadow. Shadows are like the embodiment of all distortion, I suppose you could say, in a human heart. In the game, at least, that's what they are. And the shadow is actually a part of Jung psychology, which is along the same lines, where it is like the scum of the earth, basically. Like it's the inner evil of your true person, or of your person and society as a whole. It's kind of the deepest, darkest parts of the soul, in a way, I guess you could say. Those are so. For example, it's like one of those things that, like, if you ever have like some strange, violent thought where like I could easily just punch this person in the face, per se. That's kind of that's your shadow starting to show itself to your person. Um, but so that's kind of a brief summary of the shadows. I'm still not that's the one that I'm still not 100% sure on. I've only watched like one or two videos on Jung psychology. So I'm still kind of piecing together a few things, because psychology is a social science, which is one of the things that I'm going to be hopefully doing in the future, is practicing social sciences. I more so want to focus on history, but in order to actually get a teaching job pretty much anywhere, you have to have a social science degree. But yeah, so I've just been really interested in psychology lately, mostly because I've been so into Persona lately. So I guess that'll do it for this video. I could talk about a few other things, but I might say that for for another video. So Josh, my question for you, I know it's not necessarily your area of expertise, but what is your favorite type of or theory of psychology? I'd be happy to know more about it before I actually take a psychology class, just so that I know kind of a basic understanding of it. So that'll do it for this video. So Josh, I will see you on Friday. Later, bro.